King of TV Bowling presents the Gilmore Lanes Sunday Shootout. Brought to you by Sam Adams, Pursue Better. Furniture Fair. For style and flair, your best buy is at Furniture Fair. Hammer. Nothing hits like a hammer. Track. Evolutionary, revolutionary. Powerhouse. The professional's choice. And by Logo Infusion, making the best jerseys in bowling. Good afternoon, everyone. Vic Amon here for another King of TV Bowling Sweeper Series. Today we are at Gilmore Lanes for the Sunday Shootout. We had another great turnout this week. A lot of great local bowling action going on with the BCBN Classic at Fairfield Lanes, here with the Sweeper, and this evening with the Baker Doubles at Coleraine Bowl. We've got some highlights to show you. Let's take a look at Nolan White going for his attempt for the perfect game. As the first two are flush in the pocket. He falls just a bit short, but with a great 299. Along with the great action at the qualifier, we had a little treat for you. We got a father versus son face-off here, where we have Vogelgesang facing off against his boy Nicholas. Nicholas is a 150 average bowler, and it just goes to show anybody can compete in these sweeper events. Nicholas will be getting 50 pins, as Nick's looking to close it out here in the 10th frame. Great shot there by Nick. We've all seen him do that far too many times. High flush in the 1-3. Nick's got to go all the way to the wall here to push Nicholas, who's going to need at least a double. Another great shot there by Nick. They are currently bowling on the Gilmore Lanes modified house pattern today. They were playing a little bit tricky, a little bit heavier volume in the middle. The corner pins were tough to get out early on. As Nick closes out, leaving the 4 pin, shooting 219. So the stage is set for Nicholas. He has a chance to make it to the semifinals here, but he's got to have the first one here to have any chance. Wasting no time. Great pitch there. He gets the break and carries the 7 pin. Let's get a look at that on the Samuel Adams Boston Lager replay. As Nicholas makes a great pitch here, going light in the pocket. Getting the 5 to go into the 7. The light mixer. Hit him thin to win, as Slammin' Sam used to say. And Nicholas is in good position here to take control of this match. One more here, and he is in the driver's seat. Great shot there again by Nicholas. A solid count, and he is going to walk away with a victory over Nick Vogelgesang. All right, well, the stage is set. Currently right now, Nicholas is sitting at 163. With his 50 pins of handicap, he is at 213. Nick shot 219. Nick needs 6 or more. And that's a winner, folks. So Nicholas ended up moving on to the semifinals today at Gilmore Lanes. but he fell just a tad bit short, being defeated by Jeremy Saccone. He's shown in our featured match. This is what it's all about right here, folks. Tri-State Bowling is about family, and it's good to see Nick and his boy out here competing in these local events. So hats off to them. Your featured final for today will have Jeremy Saccone facing off against Nolan White. And folks, we're going to have a lot of speed, a lot of revs, and a lot of pins flying in this final. Both of these gentlemen have been on several of our sweeper finals. Nolan White out of Franklin, Ohio, the two-handed phenom, and Jeremy Saccone, the palm baller, out of the Northern Kentucky area. Both of these guys really hit the bottom out of the ball, and this is going to be a good one, folks. So,
how did he feel, man?
Put him in place, huh?
Hey, I haven't got any Facebook notices yet.
as they are finishing up their warm-ups here, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors that makes all this possible. We'd like to thank Furniture Fair for style and flair. Your best buy is at Furniture Fair. You can check them out at Route 4 or Coleraine Avenue locations. They have several other locations around the tri-state area, and tell them the King of TV Bowling sent you, and they'll get you set up with some fine quality furniture out there at Furniture Fair. Alright, well, they're getting set here, and it's looking like Jeremy Saccone is going to start this match off for us. He was the higher of the two in the semifinal match play. So he will start on lane 17 and finish the match on lane 18. As he's getting set here. Great pitch there by Jeremy. Going straight up to the pocket today, not messing around. Like we noted earlier, there's a little bit more concentration of oil in the middle today. Shot was a little touchy. If you got in and tried to wheel it, it would fade and not finish. So let's see how these guys deal with the transition. Great shot there as well by Nolan. Getting a little shaker half 10. Ball just not quite finishing. And that's an odd thing to say for one of these two-handers here. With as much power and speed as these guys can generate, the shot will still dictate. So, but Nolan brings that spare back. He's looking to get something going here on lane 17. Great pitch there again by Nolan, leaving the smash 10. So carry was a little bit of an issue in the qualifier today. It seemed like the higher speed, higher rev guys were leaving a lot of stuff on the back row. Took a little bit more hand, a little softer hand today to get those corners out. A little bit more finesse, if you might say. But Nolan goes spare. He is 19 in the first, with a spare up in the second. At this point, Jeremy is already in the driver's seat with an early strike, looking to make it a double. As he gets set. Going direct to the pocket again, and he leaves a half 10 of his own. So balls are just kind of tailing down lane. Looks like we're hitting a little bit of that carry down transition we were speaking of. As he changes to a harder surface friction ball to bring this 10 pin back, and he does so nicely. That'll give Jeremy 20 in the first. So he is in the lead by 1 pin. This is a scratch final today, folks. Both of these guys are well over 220 in average. As Jeremy Saccone is getting set here. Nice shot there. Ripping the rack. That's what that high speed, high rev rate can do for you. Absolutely shredding that rack there on lane 17. Alright, well, let's see how Nolan White responds here. He told me before this match he's been dealing with a little bit of a back issue. But it didn't show there as he gets a light mixer of his own shredding that rack. You know, it's funny to say, with a bad back, he still can shoot 299. But with Nolan's style, he gets his whole body into his swing. His legs, his back, his upper body. He gets really down deep into this approach and just explodes out of the shot. As you can tell here, great pitch, and he gets a double. So he is putting a little challenge back to Jeremy. Let's see if Jeremy can figure out this right-hand lane. As he went 10-pin on his first shot, Nolan left a half 10 of his own. Both of these guys really use their legs to generate some power as well, as Jeremy leaves another 10-pin. Solid 10 this time. Made a little bit of adjustment, but still unable to get the corner out. So he's going to change to the freestyle again to bring this spare back. I'd like to give a shout out to Chuck, Pat Edmondson, and Chris Woods and Jonathan Woods out here at Gilmore Lanes. They got this place looking top notch. If you are looking for a center to participate in a men's league, women's league, youth program, or mixed couples, give them a call out here at Gilmore Lanes. They're located on Dixie Highway out here in Fairfield. They'd be more than glad to accommodate you. All right, Jeremy brought that spare back. And he makes a great pitch there, getting that 10-pin out this time. So he is currently shooting at a Dutch 200 pace. But unfortunately, Nolan White with the double up, if he throws another one here, will take control of this match. So Nolan goes wide of the pocket, breaking up the bucket, just leaving the 5-pin. Just didn't look like he was able to catch it all at the bottom of the swing. He caught that oil in the middle of the lane, and the ball did not finish. So let's see if he can bring back this easy single pin spare, and he does. Nobody misses the 5-pin. Well, except me on a Friday night, but that's another story. All right, folks. Well, with that spare up, that currently puts Nolan at 88 in the fourth. Jeremy with strike, spare, strike, is 80 in the fourth as well. So we got a tight match here as Nolan leaves a solid 10-pin on lane 17. Just gonna have to stay clean here. Bring this spare back as he changes to the plastic ball, and he yanked it, folks. That's not good. At a crucial point in this match, you do not want to open against a guy like Jeremy Saccone. You know what they say on tour, when your opponent opens, you need to double up. So let's see if Jeremy takes advantage. As he finally makes a great pitch on the right-hand lane, and folks, he absolutely shredded that rack. Let's get a look at this on the Samuel Adams Boston Lager replay. Ball tailing in late, but finishing strong, as he just absolutely throws a can opener there, folks. One more here, folks, and he is going to be off to the races. Ooh, ball not finishing at all for Jeremy. You do not see this left at all very often by one of these guys. Jeremy leaving the sour apple, 5-7. Ball hit that heavy oil and just did not finish on the back end. Let's see if he can bring this back. Well, that's a great shot there, folks. Clutch when you need it. Jeremy brings back the 5-7 split. All right, folks. Well, at this point, things have gotten a little bit interesting. Jeremy, with that split conversion, will give him 128 in the sixth. Nolan right now currently with 116 in the sixth. And wow, folks, I don't know what to say. Nolan leaves a smash 5-pin. Is that even possible? These guys absolutely tear the cover off the ball, and it's just not finishing today. They are catching some of that carry down. He brings that spare back, and with the conversion, he'll have a spare up in the seventh. A strike in the eighth will give Nolan 136. As we stated, Jeremy currently has 128 in the sixth with a spare up. So he is still down 12 pins in this match at this point. He has got to get on the strike train. And it looks like he over-adjusted for that last pitch. I think that 5-pin might have gotten his head a little bit. Going through the nose, leaving the 6-7 split. He's changing to a harder ball, and he only gets one of the two. So he goes 9 out in the eighth frame, which will give him 143. He can still go sheet for 203, but that's not really putting a whole lot of pressure on Jeremy. Jeremy just needs to stay in the building and keep it clean. Let's see what he can do for us here on lane 18. That's a no-doubter there, folks. Let's get another look at that one on the Sam Adams Boston Lager replay. As Jeremy wasting no time, going right up the pipe with this one. Flushing the 1-3, 10 back. That's a no-doubter there, folks. Don't have to worry about no half-tens on that shot. As Jeremy gets set on lane 17. He's going right up the pipe again. Smash 10 this time. He was looking to put away Nolan on that shot. But he has to bring this spare back. Keep it clean. Spare up. That will give Jeremy 168 in the eighth. And he stays clean. So Jeremy's max potential at this point will be 218. Nolan has to go out to have any chance in this match. His max potential is 203 at this point. And he has got to have it right here. Great shot there by Nolan White. He got the break. He yanked it a little bit inside the target, but he was able to trip out the 4-7. So let's see if he can take advantage of that break in the ninth and take this one out for 203. There's nothing he can do at this point to shut out Jeremy Saccone. So, ball going a bit light, leaving the shaker 8-pin. At this point, with a spare and a strike fill, that will put Nolan in the 180s. So he brings that spare back. Not real happy with his performance today, but we definitely know Nolan will be back. He is a very accomplished bowler, and he's got a great game. So we'll be seeing more of Nolan White in the future, I am sure. So with that fill, that gives him 183. Jeremy just needs to stay in the building. Wow. Good spot for that one, folks. Stone 8-pin. But he will bring this spare back and walk away with another victory this week, folks. The sack is back. Jeremy Saccone. One more time. With a fill here, that'll give Jeremy 207. And he is just looking to fill it out here and collect his check to move on to the Baker Doubles Bash at the Coleraine Bowl, 6 o'clock sweeper this evening. Good shot there by Jeremy, leaving another half 10. And Jeremy Saccone is your winner today. Final score, 206 to 183 over Nolan White. Folks, you can catch all this great action on YouTube TV, brought to you by Cincinnati Bell Phi Optics. This King of TV Bowling Sweeper Series has been sponsored by Sam Adams, Pursue Better. Hammer, nothing hits like a hammer. Furniture Fair, for style and flair, your best buy is at Furniture Fair. Logo Infusion, the best bowling jerseys in the game. And by Powerhouse Bowling Products, the professional's choice. Folks, if you enjoy this great action, please be sure to like and subscribe to the King of TV Bowling on YouTube. Thanks for viewing, everyone. Until next time.